Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I want to take you to a handful of really cool places in LA and the surrounding areas that I think you should check out on your next visit to Los Angeles. First stop, a little piece of Italy here at the Venice Canals. If you're visiting Venice Beach for the day, I highly recommend that you walk just a few blocks to this residential area. It feels like you're in Italy, but really you're still in LA. And look at this cute little cat. I know he lives here because we saw this portrait of him pretty much in an art yard. Later that day, we went to Venice Beach where we got to just chill out and watch the sunset. Absolutely gorgeous. If you're in Santa Monica, you should definitely go to the Santa Monica Promenade and find the Polestar pop-up shop. This is the latest in hybrid electric performance vehicles, and it packs a punch. In fact, they'll let you take it on a test drive so you can feel the 619 horsepower for yourself. It has all of the latest technology features, and it's due on the road later in 2020. When you're looking for a day trip out of LA, I recommend you head south on Highway 1. You can stop at the Sherman Library and Gardens here in Newport Beach just to stretch your legs and get some fresh air amongst these beautiful plants. Next stop, Corona del Mar State Beach. Look at this water. It is turquoise blue, even in November. Totally worth a visit. We decided to continue south just a little bit further to the Laguna Beach area. When I think of California beaches, this is exactly what comes to mind. Cliffside, palm trees, sun and sand. Right here, this is California dreamin'. Another cool view of the area is from the Top of the World hike about 3 miles east of Laguna Beach. Here you can hit 360 views of the Laguna Hills and even a bit of the ocean. It was quite smoky when we were there, but it still made for very cool views. And this hike is really easy, so you can see that I actually did it in a skirt. Another good day trip idea is to head about an hour and a half north of LA along the Pacific Coast Highway. This will take you to the Santa Barbara area, which is very beautiful. It has beaches, historical buildings, and of course, some really good hikes.
Where are we today?
We are in Montecito, California, and we're going up something called the Hot Springs Trail. So I'm excited to see. Probably should have worn shorts, but I brought my swimsuit. The Hot Springs Canyon Trail is just under 4 miles out and back. You can find it on the All Trails app. It was a bit of an incline going in, so be prepared for a workout, but it was worth it once we got to the springs. This exact location was the site of a hot springs resort back in the late 1800s. And as you can see, it's still pretty popular. But each of these 5 pools is a different temperature, so you can test them out to see what you like.
Have you guys tried this one?
It's hot.
It's super hot over here. Mucho caliente.
This was the highest pool and I guess closest to the heat source because it was actually too hot to enjoy. We enjoyed the healing mineral waters just a little bit longer before heading down the mountain to explore the town of Santa Barbara. The old Mission Santa Barbara was really pretty, and we also visited the Santa Barbara Courthouse.
We're at court and none of us are in trouble today. It's the first time ever, right?
Yeah. Ooh, this is really green. This beautiful Spanish colonial-style building is still a functioning courthouse, but we learned that many people choose to get married here because it's just so pretty. These doors are huge.
I didn't even approve that.
Of you working out?
Yeah, it's at least my abs.
Here the Justice has abs. We ended up moving the car so that we could walk around State Street in downtown Santa Barbara. There are lots of cool shops, restaurants, and theaters in this area. Okay, so earlier in the day, I was getting a little nervous because the clouds are closing in on us. I really thought it was gonna rain. But those clouds brought in the best sunset that I've seen in my whole time here in California. This is the sunset from Butterfly Beach in Santa Barbara. Wow, look at that. Trippy Santa Barbara sunset. Cotton candy skies, baby. Are we in the circus?
You know why it looks so good, right?
Why?
It's because of that rain front. Those clouds you were getting.
Oh yeah. Yeah, this is all the clouds actually. That was reflecting on. Ooh. Man, it is gorgeous. Because if it weren't for the clouds, we'd still see blue sky up there. The next morning, we woke up in LA and decided to do a morning hike at Topanga State Park. This area is between LA and Malibu. Later that morning, we were in Santa Monica, and who do we see but Arnold Schwarzenegger riding his bike? That was cool. While exploring LA for the day, you can head to the Hollywood area and check out the Hollywood Forever Cemetery. Here's the memorial for Toto, the dog from The Wizard of Oz. And this is for Chris Cornell of Soundgarden. The grounds here are so lush and pretty and have one of the best views of the Hollywood sign. It may not be the typical tourist thing to visit a cemetery, but you really should put the Hollywood Forever Cemetery on your list. It's another beautiful place and it has a lot of history attached to it, so it's definitely worth spending an hour or two walking around. A short drive from the Hollywood Forever Cemetery is the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Now you could actually walk between these two locations, but if you have a car, you might want to move it a little bit closer. Arnold Schwarzenegger was mentioned in this video, and so was Judy Garland, which is really weird because their stars are right next to each other. As you head further west, you run into West Hollywood, also known as WeHo. I love that there are rainbows sprinkled about this vibrant area. There are so many shops, restaurants, and bars that I would love to come back and spend more time at. But most of all, I love the inclusivity of this place. We were able to visit one more place on this day of adventuring in this part of LA. This is the Griffith Observatory. You can also hike to this location if you'd like, or you can just drive up to it like we're doing. Two things to note: that unfortunately due to COVID, the building is closed and they've raised the parking to $15 per hour. We were downtown later that night, so if you ever visit downtown LA, check out the Last Bookstore as well as the Grand Central Market Food Hall. One day after work, I ventured to find the Hollywood sign from another location, and I found the Hollywood Reservoir. This is a 3-mile loop around a man-made lake that gives you a really cool close-up view of the Hollywood sign. On my way home, I happened to pass the Los Angeles County Museum of Art, so I decided to stop and check out their urban light display. Ooh, looks like Santa Monica is ready for the holidays. The last stop in this video is Hermosa Beach. This beach is about a half-hour south of LA, and it offers a quiet and residential type vibe, so you can spread out and fall asleep on the sand. I feel so lucky to go to the beach in November, but I gotta warn you, the water is freezing. I got in about waist deep, and after a few minutes, my quads were numb. But it's a lot of fun to just lay out for a little bit and then take a dip, come back, rinse and repeat. Thanks for watching. I'm pretty new to YouTube, so I'm really deciding where my channel is headed as far as travel and other topics. So leave a comment if there's something you'd like to see. Make sure to hit the like button so that YouTube knows that somebody's actually watching. And subscribe so that you'll know the next time I post a video. Ciao!